welcome to episode 7 of Explore the Bible with me. I'm using the Beautiful Word Bible right now. It's a coloring Bible, so ignore all of this. My other Bible's in the basement, and honestly, I don't feel like going downstairs to get it. So I'm going to start with the second half of Genesis chapter 6, and we're going to read chapter 7, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. Last night I annotated this because I knew I was going to be talking about it. I didn't get to chapter 7, so I'll just kind of be winging that, but here we go. This is the account of Noah and his family. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked faithfully with God. Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now the earth was corrupt in God's sight, and it was full of violence. God saw how corrupt the earth had become, for all the people on earth had corrupted their ways. So God said to Noah, I'm going to put an end to all people, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. I'm going to destroy both them and the earth. So make yourself an ark of cypress wood, make rooms in it, and coat it with pitch inside and out. This is how you are to build it. The ark is to be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. By the way, that is about 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high, or 135 meters. Put a door on the side of the ark and make it lower, middle, and upper decks. I am going to bring floodwaters on the earth to destroy all life under the heavens, every creature that has the breath of life in it. Everything on earth will perish, but I will establish my covenant with you, and you will enter the ark, you and your sons, and your wife, and your sons' wives with you. You are to bring them on the ark, 2 of all living creatures, male and female, to keep them alive with you. 2 of every kind of bird, of every kind of animal, and of every kind of creature that moves along the ground will come to you to be kept alive. You are to take every kind of food that is to be eaten and store it away as food for you and them. Noah did everything just as God commanded him. And now we're on to chapter 7. The Lord then said to Noah, Go into the ark, you and your whole family, because I have found you righteous in this generation. Take with you 7 pairs of every clean animal, a male and its mate, and 1 pair of every unclean animal, a male and its mate, and also 7 pairs of every kind of bird, male and female, to keep their various kinds alive throughout the earth. 7 days from now I will send rain on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, and I will wipe the earth of every living creature I have made. And Noah did all that the Lord had commanded him. Noah was 600 years old when the floodwaters came to the earth, and Noah and his sons' wives entered the ark to escape the waters in the flood. Pairs of clean and unclean animals, and birds and all creatures that move along the ground, male and female, came to Noah and entered the ark, as God had commanded to Noah. After 7 days the floodwaters came on the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, on the 17th day in the 2nd month, on that day all of the springs of the great deep burst forth, and the floodgates of the heaven were opened, and rain fell on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. On that very day Noah and his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, together with his wife and his wives of his 3 sons, entered the ark. They had with them every wild animal according to its kind, all livestock according to their kinds, every creature that moves along the ground according to its kind, and every bird according to its kind, everything with wings. Pairs of all creatures that have the breath of life came to Noah and entered the ark. The animals were going in male and female of every living thing, as God had commanded Noah. Then the Lord shut him in. For 40 days the flood kept coming on the earth, and as the waters increased, they lifted the ark high above the earth. The waters rose and increased greatly on earth, and the ark floated on the surface of the water. They rose greatly on the earth, and all the high mountains under the entire heavens were covered. The waters rose and covered the mountains to a depth of more than 15 cubits. Every living thing that moved on the land perished, birds, livestock, wild animals, all the creatures that swam over the earth, and all mankind. Everything on dry land that had breath of life in its nostrils died. Everything on the face of the earth was wiped out, people and animals, and creatures that were moving along the ground, and birds were wiped out from the earth. Only Noah was left, and those with him in the ark. So, that is 23 feet of water covering the earth, which is a lot, especially from rain. 23 feet of rain is an insane amount of rain. So what I want to talk about here is how faithful Noah was. He just did exactly what God told him and didn't even think twice about it. He walked faithfully. And another thing I want to talk about is everything that was happening. It was full of violence. It was corrupted. Everyone changed their ways. This is exactly what's happening now, so it's extremely scary. But we know that God promised that he would not flood the earth again. And this was the first time that Lord put rain on the earth, which is extremely scary because Noah didn't even know what rain was, but he just listened and he said okay, and he went along with it, complete into the unknown with his family. But he did it because he trusted God, and that's really important. And then he did exactly what he said he was going to do. God did exactly what he said he was going to do, wipe the earth. And Noah was saved because he walked faithfully with God, and that is extremely important, that we just trust him the way that Noah trusted him. So that's really all I have to say about this, and I will be back with chapter 8. I hope you guys enjoyed. This one had a little less confusing words, so hopefully I read it a little bit better than normal. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and check with me tomorrow for episode 8.